Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Ismawati Ahmad. I'm from MKS 2C, and I'm here to show the result about my English speaking practice for my exam. So yeah, here it is. Have you ever stopped and wondered why things are the way they are? I find it really fascinating how many things we do in our daily lives that are just accept and they are rarely questions. It's just the damn thing. And if you do something differently, something out of the ordinary, it can create confusion or angst or frustration among the people around you. At best, you create minor discomfort, but afterwards you face backlash and you're shunned from your family or your social circle. Messing with what is socially acceptable can be brutal, but what is accepted and totally normal here might be at odds with what acceptable where you are. And that's why it's so fascinating when to set up social norms class. It really makes people confused or awkward because technically in that situation, neither of them is doing anything wrong. They are both doing what's expected of them in their culture, and that is totally normal. But the other person is like really shocked. I'll give you an example. Here, in Australia, it is really common to greet friends with a hug and a kiss. A kiss. And now it's hilarious when you get introduced to an Italian or Brazilian in a social context because they go in for a double kiss. And in some countries, it's even a triple kiss. But that little interaction can be so confusing and awkward. It's the meeting of two different social norms. And I mean, how strange is it when you hear a woman ask a man to marry her? Why is that so strange? It's just not the damn thing. And it's not the norm. So it's confused us. If you stop and think for a minute, there are so many of these things that we never question because it's just the way things are. So now, I'll give you an example about social norms in my country. A lot of Indonesian people judge a person who isn't married by 30 will be considered strange or will be judged by no one to marry him. Each person's choice will be different, right? It's not the norm. But for example, in South Korea, people who are 30 are still considered young, and most of them will get married at 30 years old or older. And that's why in Indonesia, a lot of they to choice to get married in the age of 20 or older. I think that's enough. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.